In our last video, we discussed the Infinity Stones.
Infinity Stones. Infinity Stones.
Infinity Stone.
Infinity Stones.
6 enormously powerful objects older than the universe itself. So now that we know what the Infinity Stones are and what they can do, this video will discuss why they're so important to the future of the MCU. The Marvel Cinematic Universe so far can be split into 3 phases. Phase 1 began with 2008's Iron Man and lasted until the Avengers in 2012. Phase 2 covered everything from Iron Man 3 to Ant-Man, and Phase 3 has just begun with the release of Captain America: Civil War. You can think of these phases like chapters in a book or seasons of a TV show. Each phase can be loosely grouped together in terms of the themes that its movies cover. So while Phase 1 was all about introducing the Avengers and establishing the need for a team, Phase 2 dealt with the repercussions of that team's existence and the alien invasion of New York.
Welcome to Earth.
Judging from comments made by Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige, Phase 3 will focus on the Infinity Stones, resulting in a climactic 2-part finale called Avengers: Infinity War. The Infinity War movies will borrow their name from the Infinity War storyline in the comics, which follows the Mad Titan Thanos as he collects the 6 Infinity Stones in order to control the universe and court the affections of the physical embodiment of death. The movies will likely change many of the major details of the comics, keeping only the title and the core concept as they did with Age of Ultron and Civil War. So who exactly is Thanos, and what do we know about his plans for Avengers: Infinity War? Thanos, also known as the Mad Titan, is an extremely powerful and power-hungry alien with the belief that he should control the universe. Comic book Thanos is in love with Lady Death, a character who is literally the personification of death. It's not certain whether Lady Death will ever appear in the films, but if she does, you can bet that Thanos will be trying to impress her. We first met Thanos in the post-credit scene of the Avengers, but didn't get a real introduction to the character until Guardians of the Galaxy in 2014.
And I will bathe the starways in your blood.
In both films, Thanos promises someone power if they can bring him an Infinity Stone. In the Avengers, Thanos offers Loki control over Earth if he can bring him the Tesseract, also known as the Space Stone. He even offers Loki an Infinity Stone to accomplish his goal, the Mind Stone, held inside a scepter. Of course, the Avengers stop Loki, preventing Thanos from getting the Space Stone and costing him the Mind Stone in the process. In Guardians of the Galaxy, a similar story plays out as Thanos offers to destroy Xandar for Ronan if he is able to secure the Power Stone. However, Ronan decides to betray Thanos and use the stone for himself, and when the Guardians of the Galaxy defeat Ronan, Thanos loses his chance at a stone. Now, after 2 different superhero groups have thwarted his plans and cost him 3 Infinity Stones, Thanos is pissed and he's done using other villains as his pawns.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
With a grudge against both the Guardians and the Avengers, what's the next part of Thanos' plan?
Sometimes I'll start a sentence, and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way.
In part 1 of this video, we mentioned that the power of the Infinity Stones can be channeled through certain artifacts, like Loki's scepter. However, there's one artifact that can channel the power of all 6 stones, essentially turning whoever wields it into an all-powerful god with complete control over the universe and reality itself. That artifact is known as the Infinity Gauntlet, and as we saw in the post-credit scene of Age of Ultron, Thanos has it. In Infinity War Parts 1 and 2, we're likely going to see an angry and determined Thanos use his already immense power to collect the 6 Infinity Stones in order to complete the Gauntlet and take over the universe. This is bad news for anyone near the stones, such as the population of Asgard or the Nova Corps on Xandar. In the comics, Thanos uses the Gauntlet to kill half the population of the entire universe, so if he sets his sights on Xandar or Asgard, things probably won't end well. Another being who has reason to fear Thanos is Vision, who not only holds the Mind Stone, but actually requires it to keep him alive. Vision is one of the most powerful Avengers, so his death at the hands of Thanos would not only make Thanos much more powerful, it would make it that much harder for the Avengers to defeat him. So, will the Avengers be able to prevent Thanos from taking over the universe? The answer is probably yes, but not without great cost. Kevin Feige has said that the Infinity War movies will be a sort of ending to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it. He says that there will be a finality to moments of the movies, as well as new beginnings that will mark a very different chapter in the MCU. These comments suggest that many of the characters we know within the MCU may not survive the Infinity War movies. They might be killed, or due to the power of the Infinity Gauntlet, they could even be transported to another dimension or literally erased from reality altogether. Aside from creating dramatic tension and stakes that have never been higher, a threat on this level makes a lot of sense for the MCU. As actors age and contracts expire, it will eventually become impossible to keep the Avengers roster full of characters we've known since Phase 1. In order to continue the ongoing story of the MCU, it seems likely that a catastrophic event like the Infinity War will radically change the universe as we know it.
It's fantastic.
Say that again?
It's fantastic.
Yes, it is.
As for where the MCU goes after Infinity War, it's really anyone's guess. Thanks to the power of the Infinity Stones and the Infinity Gauntlet, literally anything could happen.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to us on YouTube. And check out MCUExchange.com for everything related to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.